Know what you're doing, right?
Know what you're doing when you go to the post office. Mail it off. Now, one thing that we all been talking about is trying to get a job, trying to keep a job, and we want to be unfireable. I love that word this morning.
Unfireable.
I want to be unfireable.
And that's why we're talking to this man this morning. You've got your job, maybe you've just survived a recent round of layoffs. Now is not the time for complacency, and that's part of the problem for a lot of folks who are comfortable in their jobs. We have Michael Hayes from Momentum Specialized Staffing here to tell us why and how to make yourself unfireable. Thanks for being here, Michael.
Thank you for having me.
What's, would you say, is the biggest problem that makes someone, more vulnerable to getting fired?
Well, one of the things is some people you run into think that they are, unfireable and that they can do whatever they want. That is the wrong idea to have in your head. Everybody can be replaced, including the owner. I always tell people that work for me, there's always somebody better down the street. So you need to be aware of your surroundings in the office and what's going on.
Okay, take the barriers down. Know that you are susceptible to losing your job. What can you do, though, then, to make you, not stand out in the crowd if they're looking for the next round of layoffs, so that you will fall in that, this is someone we need to keep. This is a good employee.
Well, I think you need to be really aware in the office setting about things that can be a distraction, i.e. answering your cell phone, texting on your cell phone, spending a lot of times on social media sites that may not be part of your job, texting your buddies and instant chatting with people. That is all something that can be monitored without your knowledge. And remember, what you do on company time through their computer system is wide open for their discovery. So definitely that makes you look like you're not very busy when you're in the workforce.
Sure. And then some of the other tips is that you can do really a lot with your attitude.
Yes, the being positive with people instead of, paste a smile on your face even if you're not happy. I always tell people, don't look like you sucked on a bucket of lemons when you came into work. Working longer hours, be available to work longer hours. It doesn't mean you have to just sit around doing nothing. And I think somebody that takes initiative, number 4, being a leader, and definitely steer clear of people that like to gossip. A lot of times they like to gossip to get you to say something so then they can take that, carry it back to do some damage to yourself.
So just when you think you're socializing with your coworkers, it could actually get you into trouble.
Correct.
All right. Enhancing your skill set, what do you mean by that?
It's taking time to learn another craft, whether if you're not good at doing things on the internet or working with websites, or even you don't know how to use Microsoft products as well. Make sure you're up to date on those, and maybe do something else. Take a QuickBooks class if you're in an accounting function. Try to learn something new, so that you can, if a job comes up, you can go, well, I have some experience with that.
Gotcha.
And that way it keeps you more valuable within the organization.
And then taking a look at some of these other things, obviously being a team player, watching your back, keeping time off to a minimum, and be visible. This is a question that I have. I think a lot of people, something good will happen, but you don't want to be tooting your own horn. You say sometimes it is okay. You want to make your bosses know what you've done and accomplished if they're not maybe seeing it.
Yeah, I think you need to be very frank with people. If you do something or you come up with a good idea, I don't think you have to go around with a banner. But you do have to use that as something that you came up with. And especially if it's something that saves money. I mean, if you can save a company money or make them money, which is essentially the same thing, they will appreciate that a lot more. So easy suggestions that you could come up with. And again, those are good ideas for people to be looking out for when they're doing their daily job.
All right. Great tips. Thank you. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. All right. Let's check in with weather.